You gotta be careful, though, if you're drinking a little too much. You get a little drunky-wunky. And you try and drive home and the police nail your ass. If you're driving in the South, it's usually, stop, Rashid. If you're driving in California, it's usually, you get out of the car, realize your true potential, show some energy for a brief moment. If you're driving in San Francisco, the policeman usually gets out and goes, search me, I might have something on me. But you must be careful, especially if you've been smoking a little marijuana. Yes. Yes, the police have a new test to nail you. What they do is they pull you over, they get out of their car, walk towards you like this. Will you get out of the car? Then you're trying to be cool. You're trying to maintain going, get in the damn car. If you're doing a little cocaine, the police just go behind you. Get in the car. But they have a test to see if you've been drinking a little. What they do normally is they pull you over the side and say, do you realize you're weaving? To which you reply, weave? I don't even knit. Like we all know, though, if alcohol is the crutch, then Jack Daniels is the wheelchair. You roll right over that abyss going, howdy-dee-da-day. Doesn't matter where you're from in the country, you take one sip of Jack Daniels, and you're in the road company in Deliverance going, squeeze! How about you just dropping them panties? Who cares? Let's go now. You have like 8 glasses of Jack Daniels, you forget the English language. You just have one massive vowel movement. Oh, now, if you're lucky, you find someone else that drunk going, you want to go out now? For sure. I want to find out where they make that stuff. I want to take a trip down to Lynchburg, Tennessee. There'll be some guy waiting for you down there going, how you doing? Welcome to Lynchburg. Who's that over there? Someone that pissed us off, a comedian. Come on in. You know, my daddy married his sister, but didn't affect me. Come on in, let me take you on a tour of the whole plant. Over here, this is my brother Bob. He's a taster. Strange. And sometimes you always see those guys who are truck drivers who make it across the entire United States in one day and say that they don't take speed. Bob, that's the ocean up there. Fuck it, I'm going through. I'm going to get these pineapples to Hawaii. Come on now. Or sometimes you see these hats on big guys, men we like to call hunters. Guys you see sometimes on American Sportsman. This week on American Sportsman, we're going to hunt squirrels with a .350 Magnum. We're going to blow their little nuts off, aren't we, Bob? Come on now, let the dog get what's left. Then, the real show where they take the major chance is Wild Kingdom. They always cut to Marlon Perkins going, my assistant Tom will attempt to circumcise a water buffalo. And they cut to Tom. Tom's in the field going, oh, Lord. And the big water buffalo going, your ass is mine now, clown. You ain't got no gun. You just got that Medicaid shit. Isn't it strange? On Wild Kingdom, though, they shoot these animals up with something called anesthetidarts, which is real heavy medication. It's no wonder the animals come back next week going, excuse me. Yeah, I was on the show last week. Yeah. And they send these poor medicated animals to the New York City Zoo, which is kind of like a reform school for animals. They have a little cage full of kvetching hyenas going, nice day, might be, you don't know that? Little birds in their cages going, filthy screws, filthy screws! And then you always think, I can at least take the kids to see the monkeys. The monkeys are almost human. They're really fun. Come on, Tommy, let's go see the chimps. And just as you take Tommy to the front of the chimp cage, the little chimp up front goes, ah! Let's go, son.
Why, Dad? I've seen you do that.
No. Easy, boy. Also, sometimes You see these hats? The guys I like to call weightlifters. You know, you're like your friends, the bodybuilders, the guys you see like outside all year round. Guys that like pump iron, looks like someone shoved an air hose up their ass. Like... How you doing, Bob? I just want to see one of those guys. How you doing? What? Oh, shit, I cramped up. That's okay, I can make it to the car. But then there's always the big bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold and Cohen, the retailer. Arnold Schwarzenegger. There he is. I always want to say, Arnold, come on now. You take steroids, don't you? No way. Let's hear it. Yes. Niners! This man is a professor at Stanford. Doesn't matter what type of job you have. You may be a PhD professor, but all of a sudden, like Niner field. Niners! Professor Hibble. Well, I like the team. Niners! It'd be great if there's a high school somewhere in Marin County called San Samia. What's the cheer like? Well, wow. Well, wow. Go for it right now. Or you play high schools from Oakland like, ras. We're going to nail your honky ass. Get out. It's strange, but people cheer now, but where were you 6 years ago? Where were you 6 years ago when the 49ers had a quarterback going, well, hike when the energy's right. When they used to have linemen who go like, well, I really can't deal with him. His pressure's too intense. I mean, he wants to run over me. I tried all the moves. I tried the thing. I let him go by, and then I pushed him. Get off. Get off the field. I don't need this pressure. No, what is it going to be? There's a football strike on now. I mean, what are those guys going to do for a living? I mean, there's one picket line I don't want to cross. How you doing, Mr. Green? Whoa, you better not mess with me. Whoa, thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you. I mean, what are those guys going to do? What's the center going to do now that he's out of work? Work in a fast food restaurant going, your hamburger's ready. What are the referees? What are the referees going to do? Become like, referees going to come go us. Dyslexia is a horrible disease. I was the only child in Halloween to go, hi, trick or trout. So sad to see all the other mothers going, it's the Williams boy, better give him some fish. But now the 49ers have real linemen. You know what I'm talking about. You know, head, neck, optional. Big men that go like, what do you do today, Billy Bob? Well, basically, what I like to do is break through the line, grab a quarterback, and say, make a wish. Strange, though. What is a center? What a position is a man who plays center? What do you say? What do you do for a living? You say, what do you do? Oh, basically, I bend over, have a little towel hang over my ass. Must be very compromising when somebody walks up behind you and goes, why haven't you called me? At that point, yo, you're out of here, clown. But the real important man on the football team, we know, is the quarterback. Usually men with big hands and big feet. And you ladies know what that means. Yes. Big gloves and big shoes. These quarterbacks are always shot in slow motion because they're always coming up to the line. It's always very much instant replay. Isa day. Turning out for it, say, boy, come out, interfere, but say, my family, so